I'm Rick Hoyt. I have cerebral palsy. Being unable to move or speak doesn't make me any less of a human being. I have the same feelings as anyone else. I feel sadness, joy, hunger, love, compassion, and pain. Washington, D.C., the Marine Corps Marathon, and Rick Hoyt and his father Dick are running.
Are you excited, Rick? Huh? Yeah? A little more excited. Fire! To me, it's just that I have loaned him my arms and my legs, and it's him that's competing.
Race directors didn't welcome the Hoyts at first. There is no category for a father and his crippled son. But after 6 years and some 250 races, it's difficult to exclude these two. Even with the wheelchair, they outrun 90% of the pack.
I just think there's something that I build up in my system, adrenaline or whatever it is. Or maybe there's somebody up there helping us. But when I get behind the wheelchair and I start pushing, I can go faster. And Rick wants to win. I think this is something that he has put into me.
Challenges are nothing new to the Hoyt family. They've been fighting an uphill battle from the beginning against Rick's disability and society's.
When he was 8 months old, we took him to a specialist pediatrician, and he was one of the most blunt, cold human beings I have ever experienced. I'll never, ever forget that day. He sat us down. He said, "Your son has cerebral palsy. He's a vegetable. You might as well put him away and forget about him. He's going to bring you nothing but grief."
We'll gladly put him away for free, said the government, but there is no money available to raise him just like any other baby. So Dick Hoyt took on 2 jobs to pay for the wheelchairs and ramps and operations, and Judy Hoyt held bake sales to raise money for a communicator that would link Rick with the outside world. To speak, he taps out letters on a screen. It's what separates him from many others who are locked away somewhere, because nobody's bothered to find out what's inside.
What do you want people, Rick, to understand most about you and others who are disabled? Don't get hung up. Don't get hung up on. Okay? Don't get hung up on the disability. You know, we talked to your dad a lot about how you felt about running. In a word, how would you describe how you feel about running, what it gives you to be out there with your father? Great. Great? Okay. Happiness?
What do you think, Rick? Beautiful day to be out on a training run, huh?
He's the one that started it all. He said, "Dad, when I'm running, it feels like I'm not even handicapped." Rick has had a struggle all his life to go to school, to go and do almost everything. And he always wanted to be able to participate in sports. And I think this has come together where now he's able to compete.
Okay, Rick, one of your telegraphic...
At 24, Rick Hoyt is the first non-speaking quadriplegic ever to attend Boston University. He lives on campus 60 miles from his parents. He fought the state to pay for his education. He fought Medicaid to pay for his staff of personal care attendants, PCAs. He hires them and directs them himself. And through them, he is able to live life as he chooses.
I'm not mad about it.
Rick, I can't help noticing that your PCAs are extremely good-looking and female. Which is more important to you, their skills or their looks? Looks.
This one. This one.
It's real important to you to control your life.
This one.
Why? Why is it so important that you control your life? If I gave up control, I might as well be... If I gave up control, I might as well be dead? You really believe that?
Even though I need help with everything, Rick says, I don't let my disability get in my way. So when the weekend rolls around, Rick has his personal care attendants roll him down to his favorite bar for drinks with his brothers and friends.
How many people at this table does Rick Hoyt owe a drink? There we go. That's what I thought.
So Rick, tell me the truth, though. During those marathons, you know, about 18 miles, 19 miles, do you fall asleep? Really? Come on, hold on.
When he comes across the finish line like this, he's not, you know, waving to the crowd. He's stretching. He just walks.
Rick defends his basic right to get loaded on Saturday night like anyone else. My definition of independence, he says, is being capable of making my own decisions. 7 a.m., British Columbia, Canada, the start of a swimming, biking, and running race known as the Ironman Triathlon. Hundreds of athletes enter the water. Dick pulls his son behind him.
A lot of people, you know, thought we were troublemakers. No, they're never going to do it. They're never going to succeed. They'll never finish.
But they always do. As one disabled woman told me, control is critical in our lives because people so much want to take it away from us.
Tremendous job. Just look at this, a magnificent human effort here. Let's show tremendous support and encouragement for this family.
The cycling leg of the triathlon will take 10 hours. Changing people's attitudes takes much longer. The disabled claim schools are still unnecessarily segregated. There are no national programs to help the disabled gain independence. People love to call Rick an inspiration and leave it at that. As dusk falls, the Hoyts complete the 112 miles, but a full marathon still lies ahead. Well past midnight, after nearly 18 hours of effort, father and son are only 100 yards from completing an astonishing feat of courage and love.
From being involved with Rick from when he was small and growing up and everything that we had to go through, now I feel that there isn't anything we can't do. If you make up your mind to something, you can actually do it.
The bottom line, Dick, what really kept you going?
What kept me going, my son?